What's up, gamer girls? It's me, Banana, and we got a super awesome update to Dungeons today and to some other points of the game, but mainly just Dungeons. And with that came some new equipment. So I'm going to tell you what the best equipment is and where to get this from, because this stuff is going to absolutely rocket your DPS up, because this equipment is super duper good. It gets dungeonized, which means you get way more stats than normal stuff, and it's just going to be awesome. So hopefully this video helps you out, and if it does, I'd really appreciate a like, rate, subscription, or if you would just go online and use code BANANA on the Hypixel store whenever you purchase anything like ranks, gems, or boosters. I would appreciate that a lot because it gives you 5% off and I get a little bit of money from it, so it's a great way to support the channel. But let's talk about the equipment. So first up, let's talk about the necklace. There's actually two new necklaces that got added. One of them is from floor 1 and it gives you jump boost 2, but that one's not really that good. Jump boost 2 is more annoying than helpful in any case, so I wouldn't recommend that one. I would recommend the bone necklace. The bone necklace is actually going to be the only one of these equipment sets that are not actually a drop from the floor. This is a craft. You can view recipe bone_necklace, and you're gonna see that it is a craft from floor 4. So you're going to need spirit bones, a spirit wing, and 96 soul string, which comes from Arachne. This is super easy to get. The bones and the wings are a little bit up in price, but they should be fine. And this is going to give you an awesome necklace that gives you a ton of defense. One super nice thing on the perk of this, the Gladiator's Will, the defense that you gain from this perk, up to 30 defense or 60 if you're playing tank, that's actually going to be applied to the base stat on the necklace. Like if I go stand over here, it has a base of 35, and you're going to see that I have 67.5 right now, but it being applied to the base stat means that you're actually going to get that dungeonized. That is going to be increased. So you can see right now at my cat of 45, I would have 342 defense purely off of the necklace that I'm wearing. So it is a very good necklace. And another thing that you could do with this one, you could buy the ultimate enchant, the 1. The 1 is actually going to be really, really good on this because this gives you strength and health per maxed out collection, but it applies it to the base stat, which would then get dungeonized, which means that you would get a ton of strength and just a metric load of health. You'd be getting the same amount of health on this that you would from putting growth on an armor piece that gets dungeonized. It'd be really good, but the bone necklace is going to be the best thing, and it is a craft. The cloak is going to be from floor 5 or master mode floor 5. Master mode floor 5 will make it more common, obviously, but this is going to be the Shadow Assassin cloak. One thing about this item is that you can put livid fragments on it, meaning that this is a mythic cloak, and we have not seen that in the game before as far as I'm aware. This gets a ton of strength, a ton of speed, and it leads to a little bit more melee damage whenever you teleport around. Just gives you a little bit of boosted DPS. Very, very nice item because of the strength that it gets. You get like 200 strength when you're cat of 50 from this thing. Super solid, and you get it from floor 5. The adaptive belt is going to be the best belt here, and this is from floor 2 or master mode floor 2. This thing isn't super duper great, but it is still going to be better than anything you're using. I mean, look at the strength and the health and the defense that I'm getting from this. It is a ton. It adds up, and it should be a pretty darn solid item. Once again, remember, you can star all of these items with Wither Essence, I believe, and this is another one that you can upgrade with fragments. You can use the scarf fragments on this, and you can upgrade your adaptive belt. It does have the bonus stats that are based on your selected dungeon class. They're pretty decent, but this is just going to be a solid belt, and it's going to be better than anything you have because it gets dungeon stats. The last item is actually from M6, and it is very good. It is the Soul Weaver gloves. These things are going to have a ton of stats, okay? So it's going to start out with 10 base crit damage and 10 base strength, and you're able to obviously throw a reforge on here. You're able to dungeonize it, and this is going to have a pretty cool ability. I actually hopped in a run so that I can show this off. Whenever you're in the catacombs, you're going to have little haunted skulls that float around you, and they're going to spawn every 15 seconds or whenever you kill a mob with a melee weapon. And when an enemy is hit by a haunted skull, they're stunned for 2 seconds and deal less damage. So let me just show you what the stun looks like. You can see bro just kind of spins around in a circle, and it is very easy to just get these skulls back up. So you're able to have a bunch of skulls, and let's see if I can get it to proc on a mini boss here. Mini boss. So you can see you can stun mini bosses and then you could just kill them afterwards. Very, very good piece of equipment, especially if you're trying out the new Berserker stuff. Very good stuff overall from all of these. I would definitely recommend going and picking up this dungeon equipment, especially if you don't have anything dominance or speed related, because I've heard from some people, I've basically just heard conflicting reports on whether Dom speed is better or whether this new stuff is better, but the new stuff is going to absolutely body if you didn't have really, really good dominance already, and this stuff is pretty cheap, pretty easy to come across, and I definitely recommend going for it. So that's pretty much it for this video. Just wanted to tell you where all of the equipment comes from, because this is something that's going to help you out a lot in your dungeon runs. Let me know how you guys feel about this update. That's going to be it for the video. See ya.